Have you studied for Nclex? Have you studied for Nclex today? Hey, this is day number 5. My name is Regina. I am here with Remar Review. Hey, I am a master's educated nurse. I am a registered nurse. I am the number 1 Nclex instructor on the planet, and I'm doing a 30-day Nclex challenge for you. That's right. This year will not catch you slipping. You will have your nursing license this year. This is your time. We're doing a 30-day Nclex challenge. Have you studied for Nclex today? If not, I don't want to hear the excuses. The time is now. And if you have the Nclex virtual trainer, go ahead and show me the goods, because I'm about to show you. You got your Nclex virtual trainer student workbook. Yeah, bam. And you also got my favorite, your favorite, everybody's favorite, quick facts for Nclex. These are the essentials to the good life of studying for your Nclex exam. All right, guys. Also, do what you need to do to pass Nclex. That's all I can say, really. This is the time for you to do it. And if you are ready to join the Nclex virtual trainer community, head on over to remartnurse.com, pow, and use the discount code INVEST to get your VT. It's not too late. We are on day 5. And remember, during our entire journey of you getting your Nclex success stamp of approval, which is your nursing license, we are following the calendar, right? And the calendar is so important. Anybody studying for Nclex should have a calendar. Let me just say that. Anybody studying for Nclex should have a calendar, because it tells you what to do and when to do it. And that clears up so much confusion of, am I studying the right thing? What am I doing here today? We don't want to waste time. Too much time has already been wasted. So we're following the calendar. And today 5, was a lot. Okay, I studied earlier today, and I was in the midst of my kids running around and hungry and all these things, toys and computers going, and I studied today normal and high risk newborn. It was the pediatrics review. Today was pediatric, so that's what we're going to talk about today. We did the developmental milestones. There was pharmacology from our quick facts book. So there is a lot to really digest when it comes to taking this exam, and you don't want to get caught off guard not having to study. The calendar is in the file vault. So I printed this calendar right from the file vault, and we're on week number 1. All right. So I'm just going to review some things that you should have studied today in your virtual trainer. And listen, it's okay. If you decided today I'm joining the virtual trainer today, still listen in, because you will see how I help you to make sure that you're prioritizing the right things, okay? Hello, classmates. Hello, Remar family. We're about to study. So I have my notes here. Let me just review, okay? Remember, when we're talking about pediatric nursing, all right, for the Nclex exam, there are certain developmental milestones that you have to know. And because you really want to know them, and you really want to take time with them, because the developmental milestones allow you to see the diseases and the alterations in the development of the pediatric population. All right. So let me just say that a little bit more clearly. You cannot know the abnormalities if you have not studied the normalities. All right. So that's why we study the developmental milestones first, and then we add on things that are not normal. All right. So I just wanted to review about how children look at illness, just to make sure that you're on the same page as myself. So when children are sick, they respond differently, and they respond according to their age. Yes. So let's go over this here. Infants, when infants are sick, they will notice a change in their routine, right? They will notice if they have to be admitted to the hospital, they will have an awareness that my surroundings are no longer familiar, right? They know that they have different people who are holding them. They have different people who are caring for them. So the infant, They will notice a change in their routine or surroundings, okay? Toddlers, how do toddlers respond to illness? Well, toddlers can feel responsibility for their illness. Yeah, they can feel like I did something bad. They have this awareness of the words good and bad, and so we have to be respectful of their feelings. Nclex, oh my goodness, the feelings, the therapeutic communication, the therapeutic teachings, master subject that we have to know. So the toddler, they have feelings now, right? And we have to really be mindful of separation anxiety, because that is something that they deal with. That is something that they deal with. The preschooler, what do we know about the preschool and illness? The preschooler has these wild imaginations, and so they fear pain, and they can make pain great in its perception. Even if it's just a tiny, tiny bit of pain, to the preschooler, it could be like, oh my goodness, if she gives me this injection, my arm is going to fall off, or my arm is going to turn into a big dragon, because they have these vivid imaginations. So they do fear pain, bleeding, and injuries. All right. Pain, bleeding, and injuries. The school age children, they have an understanding. We really can begin to give literature, give handouts to those who are readers. So the school age child, they understand what is happening. They can have some understanding of their illness. Remember, I said that we can begin to teach the school age child about their health conditions, such as type 1 or juvenile diabetes mellitus. Okay. And so I'm not on a particular page. I am just going over the concepts that you should have studied today in your calendar assignment. So we're on day 5. So I'm just reviewing some of the highlights of the lecture that I already did. All right. I'm not doing that lecture twice, so I'm just reviewing it. All right. So we're talking about the school age child and how in pediatric education, they can receive handouts. They can receive simple instructions. So just write down yes or no. Can the school age child give insulin injections? Can the school age child give insulin injections? What do you say? And listen, if you need to join the class, go ahead and head over to remarnurse.com and get your virtual trainer. All right. And you will be able to get all that beautiful content, and it will really put it together for you so that when I come on, you actually can answer the questions that I'm about to ask you guys. Yes. Remember, excellent, guys. The school age child can give their own insulin injections and have that understanding of why they need to maintain the insulin levels as such. All right. So yes, the answer is yes. Okay. So the adolescents, they do have also an understanding. We're talking about teenagers when they become ill. Their biggest gripe about illness is they lose their independence, they lose their privacy, and they lose their connection with their peers, right? Because when you're sick, you can't hang out. Your parents are imposing these new techniques on you. Not techniques, these new practices. You have to get well first. You can't go out if you have chicken pox, you can't go out. If you have, pneumonia, you can't go out. And the teenagers, they don't like the restrictions. So they have an anxiety related to loss of independence. They have privacy concerns and a loss of control. All right. So those were the themes that you should have picked up during your developmental milestone lecture. All right. Those are the themes that you should have picked up. And remember, for Nclex, teaching happens from preschool on, right? And they will usually say teaching happens at all levels, but the patient-centered focus can happen at all levels. But if you're talking about an infant, you're not going to be teaching the infant. You're going to be teaching who? You're going to be teaching their parents, all right? But from toddler up to adolescence, you can find a way to communicate your nursing care to them. All right. So are we all on the same page? If you have not watched that lecture yet, it's all right. Pick up on those themes and write it down. And the developmental milestones lectures in your workbook are going to start. You will pick them up actually about page. Why is it taking me so long to read this book? Like I haven't seen it before. Yeah, this is the first time I've seen this. No, seriously. Okay, so you will pick them up. I'm looking at the homework. I'm looking at the quick facts quizzes. Around page 20. All right. So get in there. All right. The calendar assignments can be found in the file vault. So now let's do some questions, okay? And thank you guys for helping me with that. It's page 21. All right, first question. Here we go. Put the answers on the screen. This is a quick review. Are you ready? Get your brain juiced up. Here we go. First question is this, Remar nurses. If a nurse is caring for a 6-month-old infant, should she perform procedures in the crib or out of the crib? Okay, I told you. I am going to push you guys. All right. So you did the developmental milestone lectures. Think. Take it to the next level with me. All right. If a nurse is caring for a 6-month-old, should she perform procedures in the crib or out of the crib? All right, guys, having the content, critical thinking, putting it together, you will pass your Nclex, all right? And I'm here to help you do that. I see the answers. It's a big divide. It's a big divide. All right, the correct answer is out of the crib. Why out of the crib? Think about it. And this is really this is good. This is going to be good. Out of the crib, procedures out of the crib, because what is going to be associated with the crib to the baby? All right. The baby's going to be like, no, don't put me in the crib. That's where they hurt me. That's where they do things to me. That's where they make me uncomfortable. All right. So you have a 6-month-old. Do the procedures out of the crib. Let the crib, I love that. Let the crib be a safe place for them where they can sleep, where they don't feel anxious, where they can relax and rest. So we're going to do procedures out of the crib. Take the baby to a separate area. This helps them feel secure. All right. I got to move on, guys. This is a quick review. All right. Question. Hey, Mark, if you're watching, which I know you are, I'm missing some questions, but I'm going to keep going with the questions that I have. All right. The next question is from the cardiology, because we did the infant heart defects as well for today. So when a baby is born with an opening in the left and right atria, what is that called? When a baby is born with an opening in the left and right atria, never mind, I found my questions here. I found them. What is that called? All right. When a baby is born with an opening between the left and right atria, what is that called? Anybody have it? Yay, you guys got it. All right. And this comes from, again, the Nclex virtual trainer. I just pulled stuff from all out of the lecture for today, so I'm not on a specific page. It is called atrial septal defect. Yes, atrial septal defect. Make sure you know what that is and also what the treatment is for that as well. All right, I'm going to go on. Next question is this. What is it called when the vertebrae fail to fuse and part of the spinal cord protrudes through the spinal column? What is it called when the vertebrae fail to fuse and part of the spinal cord protrudes through the spinal column? What is that called? Yay! Listen, this is about you coming and showing up and doing your best. All right. It is called what? It is called Spina bifida. Yes. Good job, guys. Good job. I'm moving on. Next question. Which Erickson stage is related to teenagers? Which Erickson stage is related to teenagers? Gotta know those stages. Gotta know those stages. Here we go. Come on with it, guys. Come on with it. Quickly answer, quickly. Either you know it or you don't know it. If you don't know it, say, I don't know. I didn't study today. All right. And so that's going to be a problem. All right. Because we're about 30 days in Nclex. We are 5 days in. This is the challenge. It is going to be identity versus role confusion. Excellent job, guys. Yay. All right. Here we go. Next question. All right, I'm gonna bring in some pharmacology because we did study pharmacology today. So what is the antidote for glucagon? What is the antidote for glucagon? And remember, you're studying your Nclex virtual trainer, but you're also studying your quick facts too. And so we have both to study. So what is the antidote for glucagon? Yes, I see it. Excellent job, guys. It is insulin. You guys have to be able to make those connections because the scenarios that you're going to be in, whew, you do not want to not know the content. All right, I'm moving on. What medication, next question, what medication can be given if a client has a high potassium level? What medication can be given if a client has a high potassium level? Go ahead, put your answer on the screen, share this video. This is the 30-day Nclex challenge. We are coming from my Nclex virtual trainer with the content that helps you master the Nclex exam. All right. I see it. Oh, you guys have medications that I wasn't even thinking about. Oh, yes. I love it. All right, so what I had on my notes to lower lower potassium was insulin. Insulin also lowers potassium, but you guys also have polystyrene sulfate too. Oh my goodness, look at you guys. So I'm gonna move on. Next question. Oh, here it is. What is leucovorin? What is leucovorin? Do you know? Do you know? Do you know what leucovorin is? If you don't know, say I don't know. If you don't know, let me spell it for you. Leucovorin is Leucovorin. Leucovorin. And it was something that I took time to study today because it was on the material. Don't know. All right. Yes, it's in there. I'll tell you where it is. It's in your quick facts book. And I was doing the pharmacology section. And so this is why I want to come on, because I want to show you guys that sometimes when we're studying, it's easy to overlook really important points, right? It is. Leucovorin is in your, of course, me and these pages today, anti-neoplastics, okay? So it is the antidote to methotrexate. But I don't want you guys to just say, oh, it's a chemo drug. Oh, it's the antidote to methotrexate. No, tell me why. Why is it the antidote to methotrexate? Why does methotrexate need an antidote? Because methotrexate is what? It's a poison. Yeah, it's a poison. It's a poison, just like most cancer medications. The goal of cancer medications are to what? They're to kill cells. The thing about methotrexate that you have to remember, though, is that methotrexate doesn't discriminate. So when it goes in and we give it to kill the cancer cells, it's also going to kill what other kind of cells? It's also going to kill the healthy cells too. And so that's why cancer patients, when they get chemotherapy, their hair falls out, they have ulcers all in their mouth, they have these really adverse symptoms because their healthy cells are like, what is happening? I'm dying. And so you can give leucovorin to help save the healthy cells, because the healthy cells can use the leucovorin, right, to survive, but the cancer cells cannot. Cancer cells need folic acid, right? They need folic acid in order to replicate. And so leucovorin is it's like folic acid, but it's not like folic acid. So the healthy cells can translate it, but the unhealthy cells, they're like, I can't use this, so I gotta die. All right. So that's what leucovorin does. It really helps to reverse that methotrexate poisoning. Don't skip over the goodness in your quick facts because it is loaded with stuff. This is on page 87. Is it 87 in your book? It's 87 in my quick facts book. Okay. Okay, let's go. What cancer medication, I'm moving on. What cancer medication can increase your triglycerides and your cholesterol? What cancer medication can increase triglycerides? It's all about knowing the content. That's how you do it. I have no strategies here. I really don't. I just have the content. The answer to that is, put it on the screen, smash that share button. Yeah, tamoxifen. You got to know it. And I saw the post that you guys put in the group. You guys are studying information, and you make sure that the information that you're studying is to the latest test plan. All right. A lot of Nclex products out there are on that old test plan. So make sure you're getting the newest test plan, tamoxifen. Good job. I got to move on. What kind of medication is selegiline? What kind of medication is selegiline? Where did I get it from? Of course, I got it from the quick facts, but what kind of medication is it? All right. Selegiline is very important, and it is very popular for the psychiatric patients on your Nclex because there's only certain things. There's only certain things that you need to know when it comes to psych because it's a specialty. And so most new graduate nurses don't have the exposure to all different types of psych medications. All right. So absolutely, yes, it's an MAOI. And with selegiline, you need to watch out for foods with what? Go ahead, tell me. You need to watch out for foods with, if it's an MAOI, then we need to watch out for foods with what? Tyramine. Yes, tyramine. So you guys, listen, when you're going through this calendar, I want you to really settle into, good job. Yes, everybody showing up, good job. When you're going through the calendar and you're doing the work, really eliminate all other distractions because I spent about just like 20 minutes today on the anti-neoplastics when I was studying. And I really got so much out of that power session that I wanted to make sure that you guys understood that if you really give this 100% and ask yourself questions, just like I'm asking you questions when you're studying, it really does take the level of retention and understanding to another level. All right. And so you can do this. This is not burdensome where it's impossible to do. You guys know I have 3 kids. I'm doing stuff constantly all day long, but I made time to study today. And the thing about it is I already have my nursing license. So what is your excuse? You can do this. This is your year. This is your time. You said you wanted to do it. We are into the new year, and I want you to make this happen for yourself. So I'm coming on here every day. We just smashed our next session here. This was day number 5. This was day number 5 for us. So we are going to get into the even more important parts of studying for Nclex tomorrow. So use the code INVEST if you want to get started today. And you want to keep track with me as I am on the challenge to help you get your nursing license. So join in. It's never too late to start off on the right track. And remember, it doesn't matter how fast you get there, just as long as you get there. That's the whole goal. And so this is your year to get there. All right. And my name again is Regina Callion, MSN RN, and I am so happy that you chose to study with me today. I'm doing this for you. Let me help you get to the next level. I'm all in. Are you all in? If you're all in, just say this: I can, I will, and I must pass Nclex. You can do it. You can do it, guys.
Hi, y'all. I just found out I passed the Nclex RN exam. Super excited. Just want to let you know who I am. I'm Janae. This is my board that I've been having up as my inspiration. I did HERS twice, Kaplan twice, UWorld once. So when January came and you were doing the 30-day Nclex review, I jumped on it. I said, I need to make a change. I felt like I had outgrown my job and I needed something different. I got in there and I felt like I didn't pass, like I was discouraged. I came home crying. And then the next day I said, let me check the lookup license, and it was there that I passed.
The Nclex Virtual Trainer is the best training system for nursing students who need to pass the exam. My name is Regina Callion, MSN RN, and I have helped thousands of nursing students pass the Nclex exam with my program. You're gonna love it. With my Nclex review, I'm going to give you all of my nursing content in one place. Not only that, I'm going to make sure that after every individual lesson, you know what is most important. And if you need questions to help you, I have the questions right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you an amazing opportunity to get in the virtual trainer. I'm also going to send you the virtual trainer student workbook, as well as my quick facts for Nclex. This is it. This is the opportunity that you've been waiting for. Click the link below. This is the #1 training system for nursing students who need to pass Nclex. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Click the link below. Hey, what are you waiting for? I want to see you on the inside. This is the opportunity. You don't want to miss it. If your nursing license is important to you, you will take action right now. Let's click the link. Let's go.